Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm loving... Oh, wait. I don't know if it's okay to say that. I'm liking it a lot. I'm starving. Carrot? Potato? Cookie? You guys don't have burgers? Welcome to episode 14 of B.L.Y. Burgerlicious, yummalicious. Oh man, the food here is delicious. Too bad the service stinks. And this is so convenient. Let's just pop in the car, go around the block again. Boom. Hunger satisfied. Today we're picking up where we left off. Literally, in the last episode, we were planning on making the subway tunnel to connect the University District subway station to the power station thoroughfare. But we got distracted and we made this fast food joint instead. That's okay, because it's amazing. But now that's over, and it's time to get back to our intended project from last episode. So we're heading back to the power station base to put away all the stuff from the fast food joint construction and get those blocks back out for the subway tunnel. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Don't be angry. Don't be angry. No, don't be angry. Oh, look, everybody, it's the repairman. He's back from fixing the theater. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Okay, you've left a note here for me. The screen inside your theater is impossible to fix. I tried, but it is impossible. It won't even turn off, even when it's not plugged into power? You're trying to make me angry. Is that it? Is that what you're on about? Let's see if this repairman knows what he's even talking about. Did we hire the wrong person for the job? Hey, wait a second. This is where, he left it unplugged, but it's still on. It must be phantom power. You know, maybe this is what Mattstric has been messing around with. I should give him a break. I blame him for everything. Oh, let's just leave this for now. Oh, my voice. Okay, I'm gonna get some tea, and I'll be right back with you. All right, I'm a little better now. Incrementally better. Sorry for the itchy, scratchy voice, everyone. It's pollen season where I live. Everything bloomed all at the same time, and it's killing me. I need a good remedy, something to soothe my poor, aching throat. It sounds like garbage, and I'm already obnoxious enough even when my voice doesn't sound bad. Speaking of Mattstric, let's check behind this door. Who built this? I didn't write that. Okay, so there is something going on. Last episode, actually a few episodes ago, this door appeared out of nowhere. I didn't build it. And then last episode, the door was left open by someone, Mattstric. By someone, and so I stuck a sign in here. I wrote on the sign, "In progress," just as a joke, like it's an in progress build or something. And now today it says, "Who built this?" ? Okay, I see that. Nice move. Now my turn. Knight to F5. Chess humor. I actually prefer checkers because I'm just not that smart. Or even Jenga. Yeah. Especially the giant Jenga. Have you ever seen that? The giant, like the big ones that are like the size of a human? Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do to counteract this. I'm gonna have to think about it. All right, let's get our blocks back. The dark prismarine, that's right, we're gonna start with the roof. Let's get some before shots of the project. I've had some time to think about the walls, and as far as blocks go, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to use, but I will tell you that I'm planning on widening the space here. Right now, the walls are right up against the railing, and it feels a little claustrophobic. So I'm going to widen up the walls a little bit and add in some little details. There's going to be some focal points along the way to make the ride a little more interesting. You'll see what I mean, and it's supposed to be keeping in theme with the power station. And here in the power station, we've got a lot of stuff going on, but the general atmosphere is like underground metropolis infrastructure. It's dark. There's platforms and caution lines and railings and plumbing and maybe some electrical and some fungus growing and dripping ceilings. Yeah. So we're gonna try to incorporate that atmosphere into the subway tunnel. What is this doing here? This doesn't go here. This goes in my copper box. Okay, progress update. The roof is done. Oh, dang it, not the roof, the ceiling. I keep calling this the roof. What is wrong with me? The ceiling is done. And it's time for a break. You know, guys, I've been feeling kind of anxious about my villagers lately. I have not been checking up on them like I wanted to. Hello, Savannah Go. Have you painted any masterpieces lately? Doesn't look like it. We're not talking about this. The melon guy is still here, but next door, the grave diggers, I think they're gone. I'm going to have to replace them. These guys back here are doing good still. How is the barista doing? Okay, he's surviving. How's life up here? Yeah. And I think from here we can see the TV executive in his office. I'm not sure if I can see him. Okay, there he is. Did I forget anyone? Hope not. Oh well. Time to get back to the subway. It is done. Let's go see. So here's what you do. If you are in the power station and you want to leave, you can either leave this way, going downtown, or you can leave this way, going to the University District. Now, if you want to step outside of the power station without using the subway, you can walk out that way and you'll be at the park, or you can walk out this way and you'll be in the commercial district. Or you can walk out this way and you'll be next to the river, inside the squid ink factory. But if you want to ride the subway, you have options. You can get in a train car right here and go to the top, downtown. Or you can get in a train car here to the University District. And then from the University District, you can catch this second rail that passes through the power station without stopping. That will take you from that end of town, the University District, all the way to the end of Trolley Street at the other end of downtown. And you can see from here that the tunnel is looking really good. We're gonna get into the details of it, but first I want to take this line, the power station to University Station line. Here we go. Ooh. That's a fun ride. And surprise! I finished the station as well. Isn't it nice? Yeah. There's no specific reference for this building, but I wanted it to be in a sort of historical theme to look like it's old because the subway itself is a little older, connecting the old part of the city downtown to this part of the city. So for the walls of the tunnel, I went with copper and light gray terracotta as the main blocks. This copper is the third stage of copper, not the fully oxidized version. And what's nice about this copper light gray terracotta palette, you can use other versions of copper. And I think it goes really well with the dark prismarine ceiling. Yeah, I got it right that time. Yeah, it goes really well with the ceiling. And my strategy for finding other blocks that would go well with this palette was thinking what blocks are not so saturated. And then, you're open to lots of different colors. Like you've got the stone, cyan terracotta that gives you gray. You've got the packed mud and mud bricks that gives you brown, peachy brown. Green terracotta, lime terracotta. You can get lots of these tones, the colors. They're mostly like earthy colors. Pastel, sort of earthy. And yeah, I think I learned something with this project, and that's if you're thinking about building the palette around texture and not so much color, then your color can be more diverse and more different colors going on. And it all still works together really well because all of the blocks have the same texture and saturation level. They're all those kinds of blocks that look more faded. Does that make sense? And like I said, this tunnel is an extension of the power station, so we have the exposed plumbing, leaky ceilings, platforms with caution lines and railings, all to suggest that you're underneath a megalopolis. I think that's a good look. Now that was everything that I had planned to add to the subway, but then I went off script a little bit, and I think you're gonna like this. So, what I did is I added a wall detail. In the back of the room on both sides, I took the wall and I added this detail, a series of arches and columns using deep slate. There's something about the power station and this entire underground area beneath the city that I am trying to do that I haven't mentioned before, and that is I'm trying to make the area dark, especially in the corners and the edges of the room, by using darker blocks and transitioning into darker blocks, and I did that here in the tunnel as well. But what's different about the tunnel from the power station is that there's a lot more empty space. We don't have the giant power generators, the storage units with all the shulker boxes in them. Yeah, we don't have those giant power generators in the way, blocking your sight. So I wanted to do something to make the space a little more interesting since it's more empty. And I got to thinking, there are lots of dark blocks in the game now with the deep slate. So instead of having these darker parts of the room be just flat, boring walls, why not sculpt it into a more interesting something to look at? Glance and you'll miss it. There's so much going on in this room, and these are darker blocks tucked away in the corner. And that's intentional. This is supposed to be something kind of hidden, just a minor detail. But whenever you're sitting here in the middle of the room and you're looking around at this and that and the other, there's these little bits of interest in your peripheral. I like that. It's good atmosphere, and atmosphere is very important. I used the whole gamut of deep slate options here, the polish, the tiles, the bricks in stairs, slabs, walls, and the look is very architectural, gothic, medieval style, almost not really like the rest of the city, but since we're underground, I like that it looks kind of ancient. Like maybe there was an ancient something cistern or tomb or something underneath here where the subway was built through. And it's nice to have that contrast. You know, the subway is like a high-tech thing, and this ancient stuff is definitely not high-tech looking. So it's nice to have those different eras in the same space. It fuels your imagination, you start to imagine these stories and these different timelines and different generations of people building and living in this same area. That's cool. Okay, I got really excited about that little detour that I made, and I really wanted to share that with you guys. Now we will get back on track. Okay, we rode the short line of the subway from the power station to the university station. Now we're going to ride the longest line. We're going to go from the university station all the way to the other end of town. Are you ready? Whee! Yay! That's such a magical ride right through the heart of the city, and I'm thinking of so many more ways now to make it even more magical. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like on the video, and if you would please, consider subscribing. I love you for it. Now I'm gonna go rest my poor aching voice. I will see you in the next one.